All right. Let's see what we've got here. All right, so we're gonna be going back. Start from the beginning so that we have all the info on there. So this game against Philadelphia is going to be actually a pretty big one at the beginning of the season for the Magic because we really need to start building momentum. That's what we had hoped the beginning of the season was going to be. It's just going to be a bunch of momentum so that we can get off to a great start and be able to just start not coasting, obviously, because it's the NBA. You can lose to anybody at any time, but still being able to uh, stack wins. That's what they talked about much throughout the season. They talked about stacking wins and stacking performances and doing all of that. And so far, that's not something that has been happening so far, just because of our turnovers. Like we're obviously playing at a faster pace, and with that faster pace comes some growing pains, and hopefully this is something we get better at. Oof, a nice play to start the game with the back cut by Franz and Wendell and Goga have been doing a really good job of being the ones to facilitate some of the offense for the Magic. So that's a good start for them. There we go. The only thing what I've noticed is that with Franz, it hasn't been as clean defensively as he had been last year. So I don't really know what that is. Maybe it is just playing much faster. Oh, already a turnover by the Magic. Jalen Suggs give that one up. Over to Oubre. Oubre for three. Missed that one. Rebound Desmond. So we'll see. Desmond is struggling from three, and maybe that's why he didn't shoot that many threes last game that we really need him to shoot. Over to Wendell, missed it. Offensive rebound. Desmond for three, missed that one. Another offensive rebound by us. Yeah, we're a top 10 team, I think, on offensive rebounding percentage. Over to Franz. He missed that one for three. And eventually, Philadelphia got the rebound. So it doesn't look like Embiid is in there for them, but Oubre hits a nice quarter three. So Magic down 5-3. My concern defensively is defensively in this game. I think we should be able to score. It's just are we going to be able to? Ooh, and one for Franz. That's good. Again, I think we're going to be able to score. So right now it's Philadelphia 5, Orlando 4 with 10:18 left in the first quarter. Again, I think Franz will be able to attack these guys. They don't have Embiid, but it's really their guards that I'm concerned about. Jalen, luckily, is playing in this game. If Jalen wasn't playing in this game, then I think it's just going to be a turnstile, unfortunately, for the Magic. Franz misses that free throw. That's what I mean. Franz is just a little off so far this year, from what I'm seeing. So Magic down 5-4. 10:05 left in the first. Oh, Edgecombe's got a little bit of blood on him. Look at Kyle Lowry. Such a good teammate. Anyway, back to the action. Deep three missed. Wendell with the rebound out to Paolo. Into Jalen. Oh, another turnover. Oubre picked that one off, and ooh, somebody was trying to sky. Edgecombe, ooh, he was trying to sky for that rebound. That would have been nice if he would have got that one. All right, so it's foul on Jalen, shooting foul. I can fast forward a little bit. Okay, Edgecombe hits both free throws, 7-4. Philadelphia, 9:40 left in the first. Paolo over to Bain. Bain driving, rejected. Let's see. Ooh, this kid's about to go. Jalen. Jalen didn't want to get into that. So that's a nice move. This Edgecombe's playing very well. 9-4. Oof, 9-4 the Sixers, and Wendell looks like he was rejected. I guess that's what they're calling it. And Maxi comes out and shoots three. 12-4. 9:07 left in the first quarter. Magic 0 for 3 from three. The 76ers are 2 of 4 from three. Wendell rolls. Pump fake. Another block shot for Bona. Bona is having a game already. He stepped over Wendell. Huh? If we'll see. Oh, nice three by Franz. 12-7. Philadelphia's up. Wendell was still down. Now he got up. Now he's switched off on Kelly Oubre. Good job, Wendell, staying down. But he didn't really elevate to contest, so we got to check on Wendell. Oubre hits that one over him, and he's going to complain as usual. 14-7. Sixers are up. 8:29 left in the first quarter. Galen has the ball at the top. Paolo comes to set the screen. He rolls, takes it all the way to the basket, misses that one. Bona is going to get called for the foul. Bona's been active so far. Bona's been active so far. If you watch the pregame, I talked about how Paolo's struggling, and obviously Paolo's going to get his points. So it's not about the points necessarily; it's about the efficiency, right? That's what we're looking for from Paolo. I'm going to skip a little ahead to catch up to the game. Hits that first free throw, which is great. Paolo needs to continue to hit them free throws. Looks like he missed the second one, or there's just a timeout. Paolo hits the second. Nice. All right. So Magic down 5, 14-9, 8:18 left in the first. Bring in AB. Yeah, we're going to see how many minutes Tyus gets because Tyus is struggling. So I don't know if they're just going to try to give him a day off to get better. Tyus Maxi misses that one. Nice rebound over to Paolo. Paolo to Franz. Back to Paolo. Jab step. Oof. Misses that one at the rim again. Tries again, but he's fouled again. All right, Philadelphia is getting a little frustrated with the defense. So Bona, yeah, Bona's having to work hard to try to make sure that Fran or is that Paolo isn't just getting easy ones. Even though unfortunately Paolo's been missing on a lot of easy ones lately. Hitting him free throw. That's what we need. It's funny of all the things that ended up getting better over the course of getting better over the course of the year. It's Paulo hitting his free throws. So that was probably the thing that we wanted the most, and now he's doing that. So hey, again, you got to take the good with the bad sometimes. Here we are. He hits that second. Great job, Paulo. So 14-11, 7:47 left in the first. Maxi brings the ball up over to Drummond, over to Oubre. Top of the key, Edgecombe against Desmond. Turnover, Lonnie Walker or Walker. I keep saying Lonnie. Every time we've also seen we saw the Miami a lot, and when this is already the second time we've seen Philadelphia. So I got to do. Probably should have checked on which Walker that guy is. Anyway, ball into AB. AB against Maxi over to Paolo. Walker's on him. Desmond driving gets that too. That's great. That's great to an extent. We really need him to be shooting threes. So he had that opportunity to shoot a three there, but he's struggling. So he wants to be able to participate and help the team in any way he can. So he keeps driving and getting to the basket and getting offensive rebounds. So Desmond has been a good it's going to be a good trade. So everybody just needs to chill out on that. Anyway, the Magic have been able to claw their way back in. A few offensive rebounds, a foul on AB there. Let's see. Should be able to fast forward on that on the free throws. Here we go. Almost caught up now. Drummond at the free throw line. Misses the first and misses the second. Good for us. Still 14-13. Philadelphia leads. 6:48 left in the first. Over to Paolo. Paolo with Oubre on him. Shakes him off. Over to Edgecombe. To Desmond. Nice passing. Paolo for three. If Paolo could start hitting his threes, that'd be wonderful. Looks like he's locked in. Magic lead 16-14. 6:22 left in the first. Oubre over has the ball to Drummond. Edgecombe with AB trailing. Edgecombe aggressive. 16 all. 6:05 left in the first. Paolo against Oubre over to Wendell at the top of the key. Off a screen, AB alley oop. Oh, good job by Drummond to break that one up. Edgecombe back to Maxi. Maxi killed it in the first quarter against the Magic in the preseason. So far he hasn't been as loud as Edgecombe. Boom, number 5. I don't know who that is. Grimes. Good on Grimes. He hit that 3. So Philadelphia back up top. 19-16. 5:29 left in the first. Pick and roll with Wendell. Pick and pop. Oh, I hit like every piece of the iron on that one and didn't go down. That seems to be what's been happening to the Magic a lot lately. Oh, Drummond over 2 Magic players gets that offensive rebound. Grimes back out to Edgecombe against Paolo. Step back 3. Ooh, confidence. Man, that kid can't play. 22-16. Philadelphia leads. No, what is that? No, 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 no. Okay, so Paolo basically has Edgecombe. He has the advantage, but he jumped past, which is what you saw if you watched the pregame and when I talked about the Magic just jump passing for whatever reason recently. So it's definitely been something that we can't really be doing because it looks like the other teams are knowing that it's coming. Like if it's a surprise, sure, but it hasn't been surprising any team so far. So few switches. But AB's in. AB shoots his 3. Noah's first action. Good job, Noah, with the offensive rebound over to AB, who goes in for the softest dunk you'll ever see. Maxi drives in over to Drummond, back to Maxi on the switch with Paolo. Good job, Paolo, staying down. Oh, they're going to call that foul on Noah. That's unfortunate. That stinks. I didn't think that was. Anywho, whatevs. So let's see where we're at. So now he's going to shoot some free throws. So Grimes at the line for 3. Should be able to catch up a little bit now as well. And hits those. So 24-18. 76ers lead with 4:11 left in the first. Oubre smacks Paolo's hand. I don't really see how Paolo would have would have just thrown the ball out of bounds for whatever reason. But anyway, so ball back in. Grimes with the ball. Drummond with the screen over to Oubre. 17 jab steps. Paolo does a good job of staying down, and Oubre hits it over him anyway. It's a good shot. 8-point lead, Philadelphia. Tyus is in the game for the Magic. So it's Paolo and the bench. Oh no, Wendell's still there. Over to Tyus. Tyus back to Paolo. 11 on the shot clock. Paolo drives over, tosses it to Pendab, tosses it to AB, and a high arcing shot misses that 3. Maxi taking on Noah, and Maxi wins. 10-point lead for Philadelphia. This is what I'm saying. It's gonna be a rough game for the Magic defensively, especially with the speed of Maxi and Edgecombe and Grimes. It's gonna be difficulty. But the Magic only scoring 18 points is that's gonna be the trouble, right? The Magic were supposed to have a much faster offense, and unfortunately, that's not what's happening in some of these games. So now we're caught up with the action. And if we go over to the stats, let's see, we are good there. How does it look for you guys on the feed? I can bring that one down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, we're good there. So to reset, Franz is on the bench now, 7 points on 3 or 4 of shooting. Franz has been killing it in the first quarter, in the first halves, really. The first couple games, he didn't have as big of a first half against Chicago, but Paolo did on that one. And Paolo right now is 7 points as well, mostly from the free throw line, 4 from the free throw line. He hit his 1 3. That's his only field goal of the game. 2 rebounds and an assist, and 1 turnover, which was weird there. No points for Wendell, a couple rebounds, a couple assists. 2 points for Desmond, 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from three. And Jalen with his 2 fouls is out with 0 points. AB with 2 points, nothing for Tyus, nothing for Noah. That's where we are at offensively. As I mentioned, that's going to be the big discussion point is us being able to score, especially right now. The Philadelphia, they don't have Paul George or they don't have Embiid. And last game against Chicago, they didn't have Kobe White, which is one of their main engines, and Batellis, I think is his name. I keep forgetting that kid's name, Matthias. He was fouled out with like 3 points, 4 points, or whatever. So the Magic have been playing like they've been pretty fortunate in some of these games. Even in the Atlanta game, Porzingis didn't play in that one. And Ricochet. So the Magic have been playing teams a bit shorthanded, and the Magic, other than the one game without Jalen, of course they don't have Mo, but they're missing Jalen at the moment, and they really still haven't been able to take advantage of these mismatches in talent right now. So that's where it is. It's more of a I'd say right now it's more of a it feels like a confidence thing just because they are getting used to playing with each other, and I guess the preseason might have elevated some of their confidence, maybe a little too high, and so far we are struggling to meet that. So my feed was a little frozen there, so let's see where we're at. Let's try to catch up. So I'm going to be a little behind again. I guess I'll catch up at the end of the quarter. Yeah, a bunch of guys missing for them. All right. So where I'm at, it's 28 to 18, 3:01 left in the first. Jalen's back in the game with Goga, Tyus, Noah, and Tristan. Nice one for Jalen. He's no longer the fourth option. Over to Maxi. Maxi to Ubre. Ubre, he's been hitting him in the mid range. It's nice. He's doing a good job of elevating. 30 to 20, Philadelphia with 2 minutes left already has 30. And this is what I talked about with our defense. The defensive rating isn't horrible. We're still top 10 defense, but when you watch the games, it really is it's difficult to feel like the Magic's defense is doing its job. But they're playing faster. Jalen for three. Woohoo! Jalen has been on fire so far from three this year. Can't wait till he's able to play with reckless abandon. That's going to be great. Be able to ramp up his minutes. Fortunately, he's been doing the job of the team by just giving by having foul trouble in a lot of the games that he's played. So he's been having to not play as much, partially due to his exuberance on defense. Boom. Kelly Oubre with the elbow. See, but I'm happy for us. We get the we're the ones that we got the foul. Oh, so they're giving Jalen the foul. I wondered if they were going to call it an offensive foul. And that's what I was going to say. It's unfortunate because sometimes guys need to be able to guys need to be able to do like be able to be in a cone and shoot. And if somebody gets in their space and they get an elbow, that's really on the other guy. Anyway, missed 3-pointer. Missed 3-pointer by Edgecombe. Good find by Franz to Goga. Edgecombe with the foul. Goga at the free throw line. Makes the first. Ooh, misses the second. Magic down 6, 130 left in the first quarter. Edgecombe over to Drummond, over to number 11, over to Grimes, who raises and just hits it over Tyus. 33-24. 111 left in the first. Goga at the top of the key, back door to Tyus, over to Franz, but he brings the defender over. But Franz again can attack Edgecombe, but Drummond does a good job there of coming over and helping out his guy. That was still a good take by Franz. I like that our guys are doing as they should and driving, but they really need to start shooting threes again. Weirdly, we were shooting less threes this year than we've have last year so far. Oh, Jalen baiting fouls. Jalen at the free throw line. Hits the first and hits the second. 33-26, 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Magic get to the line. That's something that the Magic will always be able to do. No foul on that one. Franz fighting against Drummond. Missed it. Kelly Oubre gets the ball. Now it's a 2-on-1, a 4-on-1. Franz is able to get it over Maxi. There we go. The Magic offense is getting there. We got there. We almost got to 30 points. It's good. It's just our defense that we have to do a better job. See, fast pick points. Philadelphia is still beating us. Franz moving his feet. Good job. Good contest. Jalen, you got time. There you go. Hit it. Ooh. Thankfully, that doesn't affect his percentage because Jalen's over 70% on three right now. So he's doing his job. So 33-28 at the end of the first for the Orlando Magic. That's good. It's not bad at all. Again, for me, it's the defense. As we see, both teams are going to play fast. So likely this will be a game again in the 120s if the Magic are able to end up scoring. Like last game, they weren't able to score, unfortunately, and that's just kind of what ended up being the issue for the Magic last game. But it was again the second game of a back to back now. Are we going to be able to play as fast in the first game of a back to back? Maybe we should start practicing our playoff level pace by slowing it down a little in that first game and maybe going all out in the second game. We'll see how the next one goes and if that's going to be something that we need to continue to check. So at the end of the first, Franz with 9 points on 6 of 8 shooting, 1 of 2 from 3, 0 of 1 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, no turnovers, which is great. Paolo, 7 points, 1 of 2 from the field, which is great. It's better efficiency than what he's had recently. Hit his 1 3-pointer, perfect from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover. Wendell, 0 of 4, 0 of 1 from 3, no points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. Desmond, 2 points, 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from three, 3 rebounds. He's been doing a good job on the rebounds for us there. Jalen, 7 points, 2 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and 2 personal fouls, unfortunately. Anthony Black, 2 points, 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from three, and a turnover. Tyus Jones, no stats. Penda right now as with 2 rebounds, no points, 1 assist. Uh, Tristan has just gotten to the game, nothing, and Goga has his one mid-range miss, as well as he's hit a free throw and missed the other for his 1 point, and that is all his stats. So we are that's what we're looking at the moment. Why is my league pass freezing all the time? So far, things haven't. They don't seem like they've started up again. All right, they're just about to start off on the second quarter. Again, the Magic down by 5. The Magic have to find a way to slow down the guards for Philadelphia. We got to hope that AB doesn't get into foul trouble. Jalen's already in foul trouble, and then you really aren't going to want to play either Jace or Tyus really against these fast guards. Ugh. Goga's been so close to getting a lot of these blocks. He was a little late actually in a few against Chicago last game. So Maxi's able to get that one over Goga 35-28. Oh, 35-28. Philadelphia leads. Then they tried an entry pass on a post up to Franz, and looks like another foul for Edgecombe on that one. AB to trigger it in. Over to Goga. Back door to Desmond, and I guess it just slipped right through his hands. Oof. Another turnover. Oh, Tyrese pulls up for three, misses that one short. Good job by Tristan on the box out to Desmond. Desmond spins, passes it out to Tristan, over to AB in the corner. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Drummond. And they say that the Magic have been getting blocked a lot more this year than it felt like definitely last year, just for whatever reason. Because Paolo's been by far the one that's been getting getting it the most. I think it's 50% of the free throw of the blocks that we have been for Paolo. Unfortunately, why can I see this? That's not what I wanted. All right, hits that one. So we're at 35-29. 10:50 left in the second. Over to Edgecombe, guarded by Desmond. Probing. Over to who that guy is. I'm guessing that's Edwards that shot. Long rebound to Franz. Attack. And he ends up getting fouled by Grimes. So it's been a lot of fouls that have been being called so far at the beginning of this season, and it. I mentioned it in the pregame a little bit that it feels like it's inversed a bit, or actually no, it feels like it's the same thing as what it was last year when there were just so many fouls called at the beginning of the season, and then eventually they started to let up a little bit on that just because it's just a free throw fest, and I don't think anybody really wants that because it just slows down all these games and it's a lot less action. So Franz hits that free throw. He's been missing his free throws for whatever reason this year as well. It's odd. It's a lot of the things you could bank on before that are not going well, and things that just you were a bit surprised on. Like Franz is shooting over 35% from three so far, but he's missing his free throws. And Paolo can barely hit anything from mid range, but he's hitting his free throws. So Franz hits that second. All right, the Magic back down only by 4. 10:32 left in the second. Magic at 10 of 13 from the free throw line. That's not bad. Ball to Edwards on Bain. Grimes. Oh, hits it right in Franz's face. Franz, that was a good closeout by Franz, but Grimes, apparently this is who he is now. But it looks like it was a 2-point. Oh no, it was a 3-pointer. So Desmond, another foul. Desmond took it in. Are they going to give him the foul? Nope, not in the action. In the action? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? We need Desmond to be shooting threes. Like I really appreciate that he's doing whatever he needs to help the club, but he has to shoot threes. Like that's why he's here. So he I think what shot 2, 3 last game, and he needs to be shooting way more. He needs to shoot 7. So if he went 0 for 5, 0 for 6, 0 for 7, I don't care. Just keep shooting them. That's he's gonna shoot his way out of it. He's too good of a shooter his entire career. It's not like KCP, who's had ups and downs over the course of his career. This is a guy who just gets out of bed and can shoot. So where are we here? Why again is my thing frozen a bit? Unfortunately, I'm at the mercy of the internet. Try again. So we'll see if the Magic are able to put together some stops. Like that literally is all that we need to do is to put together some stops. So what just happened? Bona was at the free throw line. Looks like he hit one of two. Now another foul. Good 3-point shooting from the Magic in this one. Like it's been really the 3-point shot that's been the bugaboo. Which stop me if you heard that before. But they've been a lot better. Like if you've listened to my other streams and if you listen to my player profiles and all the times I've talked about our 3-point shooting, it's we're gonna shoot better than 35%. In the bold predictions, I said 37%. I think we could still get there. We're gonna have some really good. Oh, Goga misses both of those free throws, but we're gonna get hot. We're gonna get hot. I have no doubt about it. Grimes pull up. He misses his three. Goga with the rebound. Franz trying to run. Oh, AB is right there. And another foul call. And they should give him the. Did Bona come over there late? Is it on its way down? Nah. I think he did a good job. Either way, another foul call. And this is what I mean. We're what? Oh, I thought we were way later into the Magic are already in the bonus with 9 minutes left in the second. Again, we're a bigger team. This is how we really should play a lot of the times. Another missed free throw. Hmm. What is our deal? Like we used to obviously we shot free throws poorly last year, but that was mostly Paolo. And Goga would have some here and there. There would be issues, but Franz was almost automatic, and now Franz is missing his free throws. It's unfortunate. So 3 straight misses at the line for the Magic. Could have cut into the lead more, but he hits that one. Lead is 5. Oh, technical foul. Technical foul on Bona. Yeah, him and Goga were chitty chatting for a little bit, and looks like was able to get away with something. But he got a is it a double tech? I guess it must be a double tech because why didn't we shoot a free throw? What just happened? That's another foul. That one's on Paolo. Hey, Paolo said it. He's like, yeah, I got the foul. All right, Magic still. Franz can take a breather. 34-39. Philadelphia leads. Noah back in the game. Ugh, Goga again, just a little late getting there. It's not on him. It's Maxi is a freaking blur. So lead back up to 7, 41-34. Over to Paolo, guarded by Walker. Switch now. Grimes on Paolo. That turnaround. Boom. Nice. Good job, Paolo. Hits that one. Paolo's up to 9 points. Lead back down to 5. Grimes with the ball. Attacking Noah. Bain stayed down on Oubre. Picks up his dribble. Over to the corner for Walker. Misses that 3. Goga gets the rebound. Paolo, woo, comes on in. Tricky dribble. The fadeaway 2-point shot. Goga taps out. Over to Oubre. Oubre pushes his way in through Desmond. I don't really know why you can do that with your offhand, but hey, it is what it is. 43-36. Philadelphia lead. That last shot by Paulo is not one that you were hoping for. Desmond for 3, misses it. Over to Paulo. To Noah. Noah. Hey, he gets it to rattle in. Get it, Noah. Noah shot like 12% from 3 in the preseason and got that one to go. And that's the difference when you got guys that can shoot threes and guys that can't. We saw that all last year. Tyrese Maxey with that 3-pointer brings the lead back up to 7. Paolo fouled again. Keep driving, and that's been the great thing about Paolo so far in these few games. Yeah, he'll shoot an occasional mid range shot here and there, but really he's been relentless. That was the word I had for him at the beginning of the season, is to be relentless and to continue to push, and he just weirdly hasn't had that much lift. I think that's been the weird thing. That's what I talked about in the pregame when it was kind of a look at what's happened in the last couple games and where we had a bit of our shortcomings. It was just that. It was a matter of him not having lift like at all. Like he was still getting to the basket, but the way he was shooting his layups, it seemed like he was like trying to like, gauge how much spin he needed to put on it because he just seems so much lower than he normally is. But another 2 free throws, hitting it. Mm, who would have thought that our guy is who's hitting his free throws is Paolo Maxi with another 3-pointer. So it's 49-41. 76ers up. Went out of bounds, unfortunately. He seemed like he was 2 feet inbounds, but get it, Noah. Hitting that 3. His first. It's funny that Noah's first basket ends up being a 3, but Jace's first basket ended up being a 2. I don't know, something silly for me. Something silly that I saw there. Where we're at now in terms of okay, we'll do a quick reset. Are we there at 41? Yeah. Can you guys see the top part there? You cannot. How about that one? Yeah, we can see it all now. All right. So yeah, this is. I think this is going to be the game in the end. It stinks and it's going to be unfortunate, but it's going to be difficult for our guys to slow down their guards. So it'll be basically our big guys versus their small guys. That's why we've been able to have our matchups, and they're calling a lot of fouls, which is good for us one way. We don't really make our free throws as we probably should, so in that way, it's maybe not the best. We'd rather them let our guys play and be able to shoot a little bit better or pound it a little bit deeper and try to get their shots on the basket. But if we look real quick at their scoring, Maxi's at 15, Grimes is at 11 off the bench. Like that, that's disappointing. It's Jabari Walker. I kept saying Lonnie Walker. It's Jabari Walker. I'll remember that now. Edgecombe, 3 of 4. Maxi's 6 of 13. Grimes, 3 of 5. It's really going to be their guards, and we're a bit lucky in that they don't have their big sophomore in there as well. So again, we kind of luck out in a little bit of the health factor, just because they're missing 2 or 3, but well, 3 guys that would definitely be in the rotation with Embiid, George, and McCain. But for whatever reason, the Magic's defense is just a little behind, and I can't really say. I don't know. It part of it is KCP. Like that's just something that I know he couldn't shoot, and I know a lot of people aren't super happy with KCP in general, just because of all that happened last year. But you could always see that KCP in this game would struggle because he couldn't really guard the fastest of point guards, and he will get blown by. But it's better than what that Desmond's able to do. And if Desmond isn't shooting threes, and it's difficult for him to slow down the other defending while defending twos, even, let's say, it's really going to be difficult for the Magic over the course of the year. But that's why I see him being able to get on track at some point. I think he had a really rough preseason shooting the basketball, and then he had a really good first game, but since then he's had it a bit rough, and that's why I think he's staying inside the arc. But that's not really why we gave all the stuff we gave up for him. So we'll see. Back in game action, 6:40 left in the second. Magic. Oh, they're gonna call another foul. See, this game is slowed down, but probably the right call. So the Magic again down by 8, 6:38 left in the first. Oh, we got an alarm. I don't even know if that's affecting the view here. That's not something that was expected. All right. Let's see if that's that. I'll have to turn that off probably during halftime. So we might hear that a couple more times, unfortunately. Hits his 2 free throws. 10-point lead for the Sixers, 51-41. 6:32 left in the half. Paolo at the top against Walker, Jabari Walker. Ugh, that pass, that jump passing that they're doing. 7 off the shot clock. AB ended up being fouled. Another foul. We're going to see who's going to be left for the 76ers. Because, man, they're just calling fouls left and right. So AB was attacking Grimes, put his shoulder down. It was either Walker or Grimes. It's going to be Grimes. Good aggression by AB. We need him to continue to put up field goal attempts and hit his free throws. Weirdly, he's hitting his 3-pointers now. And again, one of those things that you were expecting coming into the season would be the good thing. And then the other thing is what's happening, oddly. Like AB, I'm not saying he was Steph Curry from the free throw line, but right now he's really struggling. Second one up, short on that one. Oh, it looked like there was a violation or something because everybody kind of slowed down, but we got the offensive rebound on that one. Fortunate for that. Paolo drives and attacks, and that's what he's going to have to do this whole entire game is to slow these guys down or get them all in foul trouble, foul them all out. That's going to be the only way we're going to get to slow down these guards in this game. Because even good defenders like AB and Jalen, it's just going to be hard. These guys are real fast. 7 on the shot clock. AB almost got that steal. Tyrese still was able to get all the way to the basket and hit that one. See, this is what I'm saying. Like it's going to be super difficult for AB. AB is such a tall guard that it's going to be hard for him to slow down this group of guys. Noah, drive. Now we pass a little too much. Yep. What in the almighty was that? What's the point? Yeah. Paolo's like, my bad. Yeah. So if you're not watching live, Paolo, for whatever reason, went to start to drive and then to kick it back out to the 3 point line, threw the ball behind his back and sailed it past half court. Turnover for the Magic. Down by 10, 5:14 left in the second. Edgecombe with the ball up top against Tyus. That's a mismatch. Tyrese going past the screens, misses that three. Yes, another foul. This one on Walker. So now Franz is going to be going back to the free throw line. Hopefully, Franz can hit these two. We can't be giving away points, especially if our defense isn't going to be as stout as it was last year. Last year, it was because we needed to score every single point that mattered because we struggled mightily in scoring. But now we can score. We're at least going to be able to score 100 points. Even I know we didn't score 100 points last game, just second out of a back to back, and the guys were gassed. Not an excuse. Of course, they still should have scored 100 points, but we're going to score 100 points in this game. It's just a matter of how much we're going to keep Philadelphia from scoring on their end. Fran hits both free throws. The Franz. Magic down 8. 4:56 left in the first half. Walker over to Tyrese on the switch with Paolo. Takes him. Oh, no foul call on that one. Great. Desmond for 3 in transition. Misses that one, but another big man rebound by Wendell. Both hands on that one. Getting on the board. 53-47. Magic down 6 with 4:27 left in the half. Kelly Oubre just walks casually into a 3. Lead back up to 9. And Desmond is able to get all the way to the rim and get his 2 points. But exchanging 2 for 3s, we saw it all last year. It's not something that we can do. We're going to have to keep these guys off the 3 point line as best as possible. Edgecombe makes a nice little jumper over AB. Keeps the lead back up at 9. 58-49. 3:48 left in the half. Paolo against Walker over to AB. Pick and roll with Wendell, and we turn the ball over. Jalen's going to be back. Hopefully he doesn't pick up that third foul. 8 turnovers in this first half. 1 for them. This just shows you, right? This just shows you. We scored on their 1 turnover, so that was good. But still, 8-1 turnover. You're not going to win in the league with stuff like that. Edgecombe tries to shoot it. No foul call. And then they're able to get the offensive rebound and get the ball in. And Desmond tried to cut, and Wendell threw it out of bounds. 9 turnovers. And Edgecombe blows past Desmond, and there's a foul on Wendell. 60 points for the 76ers so far. And this is where the math or the stats and the eyes sometimes don't always match, right? Like you watch the games and you see the Magic and the way they play and how many points they're giving up, and you kind of sit there and you say, "Oh, well, they're not playing well on defense." But then you look into the sixth ranked uh, per defensive rating in the league. So you're like, "Well, that's not so bad." But you just watch these games and it's not great, let's just say. You're not as elite anymore, and I you can't really say it's because they're running much more, right? Like we have an okay amount of shots. We play faster, but we still, because of we're turning the ball over as much as we are, we don't have as many more shots than we should. Over to Desmond. Desmond cuts little floater, and he's able to get that one to go. We need threes. 62 to 41. The 76ers are up by 11 with 2:43 left in the first half. Desmond with 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 of 7 from the field. Again, we're getting stuff from him. Like, he's not a complete zero, and that's something that Magic fans hopefully can appreciate when KCP last year was not contributing as much. You can start getting frustrated now. He worked his tail off throughout the entire game, and he really worked hard on the defensive end. I think that's why we were able to still have such a good defense, because he really put in the effort. And I'm not saying Desmond isn't putting in the effort on the defensive end. It's definitely going to be a different vibe, and we're seeing that. Like, you hear, I think that KCP would be able to play better, let's say, at least on Grimes. Maybe not, he wouldn't be able to slow down Maxi. He wouldn't be able to slow down Edgecombe, but let's say Grimes would be the one that he'd be able to kind of at least challenge and alter a little bit. But Grimes already has, what, 11 points in this game. So that's the kind of defense that we got from KCP, and he still was able to contribute at least that. Not really on the offensive end, as we know, other than a career high in 2 point percentage, which is one of those stats that you say that's kind of like, oh, great, that's wonderful. You're supposed to shoot threes, and we got you to shoot threes. So it's the same deal with Desmond. Like, sure, Desmond now is doing a good job of getting into the paint and definitely getting to the rim and getting some baskets that way. But that's not why we have you. We have you to shoot threes, and at this point, he's has been reluctant, I guess. I don't know if it's because he's struggling as much as he is that's why he's not shooting them at all anymore. But really, like, these last couple games, he needs to shoot threes. Like, that's what we need from you. If we real quick reset, Franz up to 14 points, Paolo with 13. Wendell's got his two on that manly rebound that he got. Desmond with 8, Jalen with 7, Anthony with AB with 3, Noah with 3. Tristan hasn't played much in this game. Goga's got his 1 point. Noah is at 3 points in his action in this game. So far, Jace, Jet, and JI have not made it onto the court. All right. So they're talking about in the telecast. They're talking about VJ Edgecombe. And yeah, he had such a great first game. Like, this is, as I talked about during the off season, like, you just need buzz and you need momentum and you need a narrative, right? So he did something extraordinary in his first game. He's gonna play good probably this whole year, but already people have in their mind that, oh, he had one of the best first games ever in the history of basketball. And unfortunately, the Magic messed up getting that 3 pointer, or that turnover, and it goes right into VJ, and he ends up hitting that three. He's up to 16 points already. Magic down by 14. Jalen, another foul by the Sixers. So yeah, so as I was talking about for VJ, it's the same thing, right? So VJ, even if he has a good rest of the season, people already, the first impression was, whoa, he scored the third most He scored the third most points in the first game for a rookie ever in the history of the league. So people are going to just always think of him in that light. Maybe he ends up not being that good in his first season, but will be a great pro. But that's what it is. It's about narrative. It's about narrative. It's about narrative. And now that's what we were hoping the Magic were going to be able to do. Have that narrative of, oh, they're 3-0, or oh, they're 2-1, or whatever. Now we're 1-2 at the moment, and if we lose to this team, we're going to be playing Charlotte soon. Charlotte's been playing really well. So now are we going to lose to Charlotte too, and we're 1-5 or something crazy like that? Then the narrative goes the opposite direction, right? Anyway, Jalen misses that second free throw. VJ leisurely walks right in and hits that runner. So Magic down 15, 67-52. Jalen a bit more aggressive here at the end. 67-54. Kelly Oubre out here. He's playing exceptional now. Eric Gordon able to get into the paint and make that one just went in. 69-54. 123 left in the second. Oh, they dare him to shoot it. That wasn't lucky. Oh, that was lucky. All right, Paolo. Ooh, no foul on that one, but Paolo basically slowed down to a crawl and is able to get that one to go on the break. So the Magic claw within 13 with 101 left in this first half. Edgecombe is just eating Desmond up. He missed that three-pointer. That was very much a heat check. Now they've got Edgecombe against Paolo in the paint and one. Oh, he literally pulled him. I'm listening to it. I'm looking at it on mute. I'm watching the game on mute. So I just thought that was by far going to be a easy foul call. So Jalen now is on Maxi. 37 seconds left in the second. 11 on the shot clock. And Maxi blows by Jalen and over. Are you kidding me? He does get past Jalen. Jalen kind of gambles a little bit. Goes up against Wendell. He ended up kind of like flicking it up, and it hits like every part of the basket and eventually goes in. And that's the same thing that Eric Gordon had as well in his layup. That's why I was a bit incredulous by that one as well. So it's seems like it's Philadelphia's playing great, so I'm not denying them their due, but it also seems like it's their day as well when those shots are just bouncing in every ounce, every inch of the basket, and they go in. That is just the way it is. He completes the 3-point play. Magic down 14 with 33 seconds left in the first half. 72-58. So again, we scored 58 points, right? 72 points is what we gave up. That's the issue with our season so far. I feel it's not the offense. Jalen over the Magic are playing slower. That's actually something that I was thinking that they need to, and in the end, they may need to start slowing down a bit. They're playing too fast and turning the ball over too much. They haven't turned the ball over recently. They've been able to play good offense. VJ misses that one at the buzzer. So the Magic down by 12, 72-60. Imagine how many times the Magic scored 60 points in the first half and down by double digits. Like that's a bit unfortunate. So hopefully they're going to be able to regroup, but this one was always going to be difficult, especially seeing the way VJ's coming out with confidence like he has. And then Grimes also confident from the end of last season. That's why, as the Magic are talking about, they like to stack days, and Philadelphia seems to be doing that right now. So let's look at the numbers to see where we're at for this here. All right. So at the half, Franz with 14 points in 17 minutes, shooting 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 5 of 7 So he's missed a couple free throws from the free throw line with 4 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers. Good on Franz. Paolo, 17 points in 18 minutes, 5 of 7 from the field. So this is the type of game we need from Paolo all the time. We thought we'd have more offense, and we do have more offense, but our defense just isn't where it is right now. So for us, until we get to that level of defense that we can trust each other, we kind of know where everybody's going to be at all times, then we're just going to have to outscore people. And that's not something we thought we'd say, huh? But he's 5 of 7 from the field, 1 of 1 from the 3 point line, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Great job by Paolo on that. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, but 2 turnovers for Paolo. Wendell has 4 points at the half. Wendell has really struggled in these past few games since there's such a great preseason that it really had a lot of us really hoping and expecting a much bigger outcome so far for Wendell these past few games. But in 16 minutes, he has 4 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 1 from three, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, but 2 turnovers for Wendell. Desmond, 8 points at the half on 17 minutes, 3 of 7 from the field, 0 of 3 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, and no turnovers. So that's great because really the big culprits, the biggest culprits of the turnover fest of the last couple of games have been Desmond and AB. So great job by Desmond not to be turning the ball over in this one. Just not being able to hit from 3 point range is definitely gonna be a thing, and it's gonna continue to build upon a narrative that the Magic are cursed, the Magic are cursed, the Magic are cursed from the 3 point range. So we shall see. Jalen, the last starter for us, up to 10 points. So Jalen, being the fourth option, is definitely suiting him. He's been super efficient in each one of the games that he has played. This is his third game out of the four we've played so far, and he's played very very well. Unfortunately, his defense is going to be hard for him to slow down any of these guys. So he's going to have to score and do that if he can. In his 10 minutes, he has 10 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from three. Again, we got to start shooting threes. It's just we have to shoot threes. So right now, with our most shot threes is three total from Desmond. Like we need to be shooting threes. Anyway, Jalen 1 of 1 from the 3 point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, but 2 turnovers, and he's in foul trouble for Jalen. Now AB has 3 points in his 14 minutes, 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from the 3 point line, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 2 turnovers for AB. Again, it's going to be hard for him to stop anybody, so he needs to take advantage of him being longer, him being taller, and just take advantage of them on the offensive end because he's not going to be able to stop anybody on the defensive end. Tyus Jones, we had a sighting from him, 5 minutes, no points again. One assist. He has 1 assist in the game. So we'll see what the Magic start doing with Tyus's minutes. He's gotten into the game, which is great, and it might be time again to go into the Jace basket and see if Jace is going to be able to have some sort of spark on offense because right now it doesn't look like we're going to be able to hold the 76ers down very much. We might be able to slow them down to keep them to 120 points. At this point, they're at a 144 point pace. Hopefully, we can keep them to about 120, and hopefully, we'll be able to replicate our offensive output. So we might have to just see what's up with Jace. Noah's got into the game 1 of 1 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3 point range, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 personal fouls for Noah. But hey, good to see Noah's gotten in there. We need to give everyone a try at this point, and Noah's getting his opportunity now. Tristan with a few number of minutes here, so the coaching staff must see something in that Tristan. It's going to be hard for him to slow down any of these guards as well. So Tristan only is at 5 minutes of game action, no points, no stats other than a couple rebounds for Tristan. Even though he shot 0 of 6 from the from 3 point range last game. We need Tristan's 3 point shooting in this game. So hopefully Tristan gets more run in the second half. And lastly, of the guys that have gotten into the game so far, Goga has his 1 point in his 7 minutes. 0 of 1 from the field, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, unfortunately, for his with his 2 rebounds and 1 block and 1 turnover. So we've shot 54% from the field. So it's again not like we are playing horribly. We just it's very difficult to slow them down, as well as us with our ridiculous amount of turnovers that we continue to pile up. And I say ridiculous. We're at 9. It's not the worst, obviously, than what we've had, but still, it's especially when you see what the turnovers are. If you watch the pregame, I laid out all of the turnovers in the last 2 games, and some of them are just such silly ones that it's really disheartening when you hope that a team is focused enough to make a real push in the to be a championship contender, and you see these silly, silly, silly turnovers that it's disappointing. Anyway, 54% from the field overall. We're shooting 36% from three, so it's not like we're playing super poorly. But again, we've only shot 11 3 pointers so far, and that's just not going to cut it in the NBA nowadays. 67% from the free throw line, with AB and Goga struggling from there. 30 rebounds, 12 assists on 19 field goals. That's much better. We only had 12 assists the entire game against Chicago, so 12 on that's pretty good as long as we're able to hit our as long as we're able to hit shots, then some of the assists are going to come along with that, right? The guys are open, they're just missing them, and we're getting very few steals this season. That's something that has been interesting. Or we're less steals than what we were getting last year, and 1 block with our 9 personal fouls and our 9 turnovers. How many personal fouls do they have? Because it feels like they've had a million. Yeah, 16 personal fouls. Yeah, a couple of their bench guys are in foul trouble. So, real quick on them: 16 points from Oubre, 18 points from Edgecombe, 22 from Maxi in the first half, and 11 from Grimes. So, as we see, it's their guards that are really taking advantage, and Oubre is taking advantage of our bigs as well, and that's just can't happen. Just can't happen. So yeah, so they have what, 2 guys that have scored more than any of our guys. Yeah, they have 2 guys that have scored more than any of our guys. So hopefully we're going to be able to do something to put a roadblock in front of these guys. It really is going to be difficult to slow them down. So I think really the key is going to be for us to be able to outscore them. That's just what it's going to have to be. We're going to have to score more, so we're going to have to shoot more threes. How many threes do they have? They've shot twice as many threes as us, and they've hit 6 more threes. And again, that's just the NBA nowadays. So 3 or 4 from Grimes, 2 or 4 from Edgecombe, 3 of 9 from Maxi. That's really where Desmond needs to be at. So again, he's missed 6. Des has only missed 3. He needs to shoot the threes. We need the 3 point shooting to be able to compete in the NBA now. Because even if you look at our stats, like we're scoring 5 more points per game, but we're still 28th in scoring. So that's we have the fastest pace now in the NBA, basically. Well, we're the 5th fastest pace in the NBA, and we're still 28th in offense. And so it's really just about our offense, and it's just going to continue to be about our offense until we do a better job of scoring. So that's just unfortunately where we are at in that. So not much not much more to say about that first half. In just it we have to do it. We can do it as best as we can on the defensive end, but I really do think it's going to be more than anything. It's going to have to be about us outscoring them. So I'm going to take a quick break, check on things, and I will be right back. All right, just heard a big bang while I was recording there. So I had to go and make sure everything was all right. Let's see, where's my camera now? As I bumped it on the way out. We'll get nice. Anyway, what do you guys think? Like, should we see Jace in this second half? Should we see just what else JI might have defensively on Ubre, and maybe he'll be more of a deterrent. And the problem with that is then we'll just be down an offensive player because unfortunately right now JI is not a viable option for offense, but maybe giving him a couple minutes just to kind of test it out. The Magic coaching staff really this season have done well in at least experimenting and giving things a shot. Last year, there was so often that you would just sit there and be like, how many times are we going to do the same thing? It feels like you kept slamming your head against the wall. Like, why are we doing the same thing over and over and over again? And it just, it was never something that was changing, and it was always the same thing, always, always, always. So I'm not entirely sure like what more we need to see, but they're trying things. They put Noah in this game instead of Ji. So I think that's been the interesting bit. That now we'll see if they're gonna do the same for Jace, because Tyus really hasn't been able to slow anybody down or really contribute offensively, and that's kind of a big deal. Let's see if I'll be able to get uh, get the audio now since I'm caught up. 1 second. Right. Let's hear what the guys have to say now. All right. Let's get this started. All right. Let's see what we can do defensive end. Ubre gets past Paolo. Good block. Good block. Here we go. Let's see if the Magic are able to trim into this 12-point lead. Max is going to trigger it in to Walker. Block. Oh, blocked by Paolo. Is able to, hey, Paolo's doing a great job on in the blocks category. Let's say at least getting some of those that stat there. Desmond, rolling again, getting getting into the getting into double figures and getting twos. We just it's not our offense. Our offense is good. It's our defense. Whoop, Desmond's definitely gonna get a Desmond definitely gonna get a get a technical foul. That's the one thing about Desmond. He's like that. Yeah, these people just flopping, man. It's just ridiculous. They're just flopping. That is true. The Magic just it's been real difficult to get a spark the last couple days. For whatever reason, they just haven't been doing it on the defensive end, and that's what used to spark them. Oh, I'm having trouble. I'm like the magic out here. My internet is struggling. What is the deal? Come on, let's go. Oh, I missed some stuff here. Let's see what we got. Let's go back. Yeah, this is what three. All right. Okay. So Bane, what, 3 files in 6 seconds? Yeah. Well, you know what's good is that he's got fight in him, and that's what you love about Desmond because he is getting smoked right now in this game by the youngin, and he's trying to do what he can. So switch Maxion Carter. No, good job. Snatched away from Paolo. Blocked by VJ. But Paolo again. mm, Maxi over Franz. That right there just shows the difference in the teams right now in this game. Good job by VJ. Good job. But Paulo just isn't getting the Paulo just isn't getting that lift. Yikes. Big three blocked by Wendell. All right. Yeah, the defense is picked up in this game at least. Oh, I like it though. I like that people getting chippy. That's always the best part. Yeah, I like that. I like it when it's chippy. Yep, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to grow while no one's watching. Just trying to get my reps in on this. We'll see how long I can do this. Appreciate it, Molemo. Molemo shit sit hole. Excuse me. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing that name like that. Apologies, Molemo. Thank you so much, though. Really appreciate it. There you go. Bane drives again and gets another one. Bane, at least he's bringing the aggression. That's good. He's being that leader, but still down by 13. We got to stop them on offense. See, this kid is good, but man, mm, super flag who? Nice pass and one. 6 points for Wendell now. Let's hit this free throw again. We're gonna have to do it offensively. This is the only way. Ugh, missed that free throw. Mm, Send missed free throws. That's not gonna help when you're down 13. Up, there you go. This is gonna be a hard deal for Carter. Good job. Good job. Ugh, another. What is happening, yo? It's like the magic of the small team. The magic is getting swatted left and right. Good on them. Good on them. They need to be doing that. All right. So 81-68. Another foul on them. So Walker is gonna be, yeah, Barry Walker having a trouble. Fifth already, his fifth foul. Come on, Nick Nurse, you can't complain about this game right here. Nice. Offense, again, it's not our offense. Kind of it's our offense in that we're not shooting enough threes, but we have to be able to either limiting them from shooting threes, but still we're still down 11. Alley oop. Ooh, see, it's our defense. It's our defense. 83 points already given up. No foul. Hey, either way, good job in attacking VJ. VJ. We got to keep attacking him. He's a young kid. I don't know if he's gonna get tired, but you still got to attack him. Down by 11. 7:27 left in the third. Good job, Paolo. Desmond over to Franz. Hit this corner three. Oh my gosh. It just goes in and out, man. Good job. Good shot. Good shooting it. Missed it. Missed it. Missed it. Missed it. Good on them. They're doing a great job. It's we're doing it right up. I'll say it 10 more times. We're doing a good job offensively. We're doing a good job offensively. This is all about the defense. That's what this is. It's about the defense, about the defense, about the defense. That's what it is. It's- Let's see where we're at now, because again, we're shooting. What are we shooting? We're now shooting 55%, almost 56 if you round up. We're shooting well. We're getting pretty much whatever we want, other than the three pointers, I guess. And Desmond having the most shots on the team, I think it's an interesting dynamic. I'd say I really think it's just an interesting thing to see at how much, like we knew he was going to be a secondary ball handler. We knew he was going to be the one that was going to be very involved in the defense, and that was what I wondered at the beginning when I did the season's predictions and the bold predictions was just kind of who's going to take a step back offensively. Is it going to be Franz? Is he going to score a little bit fewer points? Is it Paolo? Who's going to take a step back and continue to have Desmond scoring at the level that he did in Memphis? And it looks like it's Wendell, I'd say. But even though we knew Wendell was going to be the fifth option on this starting lineup, so it's been more Jalen. But it's partially because Jalen has just been injured and in foul trouble in these games, so he hasn't been on the court as much. And I guess that's just the way it has been. And just looking forward, I think Desmond is going to end up having to either shoot less or again shoot threes. Like he's got 10 field goal attempts right now and only 3 3-point attempts. Like that's not really what we got you to be. We got you to be the secondary ball handler, yes, but to not be the one to be shooting 2 pointers. You're here to shoot 3 pointers, and that's what we really, really, really need. As we see again, we've only shot one 3 pointer, and that was the one that Franz hit or almost hit. That was 3 quarters down, but it just didn't go. Um, so yeah, I think that's been the story, I would say. That's the story. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know what they're really what we're looking at as if we have brought the intensity, and that's something again that Desmond has done with that little bit of shoulder. He's just too big. I don't think he meant to do it. It was just it is what it is. He's a big dude and Maxi's teeny, so he just gave him a little shoulder, boop, and he fell. Now I wonder what the Sixers are going to look like when Bede and George are in the game. That's going to be interesting because it seems nice, but that all of a sudden guys are going to have to sacrifice, right? A be another travel. Yeah, let's say that's the first one in 4 minutes, 5 minutes. That's good. Down by 13, 6:37 left in the third. There we go. Defense. Good job, AB, with a block. Hey, Tristan's back in the game. It's good. Hopefully, we get Tristan involved because that was what I mentioned before. Having, especially most of last year, when Tristan would just kind of disappear and fall into the shadows. Bane being aggressive. Back down by 11. 6:09 left in the third. Good D. Good D. Oubre's just gonna have to shoot the three. Oh, I thought he was gonna hit it. Oh, I thought he was just gonna hit that. I was like, that's the way this game is going for Philadelphia. But luckily for us, it didn't. Let's see if we can get it within single digits. 5:50 left in the third. AB with the ball up. 16 left on the shot clock. Desmond, let's hit this three, Desmond. We hit a three. That's all. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, the 2 pointers are nice. They are. But if you can't exchange two for threes within eight, good job. Oh, good job defensively. Good job defensively for us, but we weren't able to keep drumming off the offensive basket or offensive boards and tips the ball in. Down by 10. 5:10 left in the third. 87-77. 76ers up. 5:06 left in the third. Paolo brings it over the half court line. Maxi tries to come on out for whatever reason. Blows by. Come on, Paolo. Hit this three. Whoa. 0 for 3. 0 for 3 in that he hit nothing, unfortunately. All right. But it was a nice wide open shot. And again, we just have to hit them. If we don't hit them, then we're just never going to be the team that we think we can be. Ooh, we just can't stop them right now. Oubre just was able to take it over. Oubre cut into the lane past Paolo. Paolo kind of bumped him with his body a little bit, trying to be a little sneaky with the contest, and just came a little whoop, little bounce, but not enough to really slow him down. 90 points with 4 minutes left in the third. 4:30 left in the third. All right, so Tyus is in the game now. There you go, Tristan. Shoot the three. You gotta shoot it. Missed it. That's fine. He misses his three. Get it, Wendell. Foul. Good. Good job, Wendell, getting on the boards. Hey, we're shooting threes. We're missing them, but we're shooting them. We're not gonna be as bad again. Even if they shoot 4 of 30 in this game, we're not gonna be as bad as we were last year. I will continue to say it. Even if we're that bad for 10 games, in the end, we're not gonna shoot 32% from three. Let's just say that. If we can't hit our free throws, there's really no point in doing all the work. Oh, they're trying to get the chicken on their side as well. So they're hoping they could get some Chick-fil-A. Wendell missed that first three or that first free throw. I always love that about the promotion. Good job on Chick-fil-A. Bam! No chicken for everybody. Wow, the place did get loud. Isn't that unfortunate? Why our sports sometimes you go to Europe and you listen to their soccer matches. It's ridiculous. Nice, nice by Maxi. Remember the time when Maxi could have been a Magic player? That draft pick was traded. Anyways, we won't talk about that. But good job by Paolo to zag into the lane, use his body. He got uh, he got Drummond up in the air a little bit. He's been getting them. He's been getting the and ones. He's been doing a really good job so far this year. Got to hit them free throws. Oh, another free throw. Hitting them free throws, Paolo. Good job. Back down to 11. Grimes ball up to Oubre on Paolo. They switch to AB. Good job. Opa, you almost forgot the ball. All right, AB, they settle back down. AB over to Tyus to Paolo. Spin misses that mid range. That was good. But don't fade away when you got a guy in the post. Good job, AB, and really trying to box out Drummond. Epa, another block. Tyus, get it. 2 points for Tyus. Season high. Ties a season high. Still, yeah. Down by 9. Let's go. Good D. Woo. All right. It's down by 7. We've only scored 9 points off our bench. That's not great. Rise missed it. How's that not an and one? The down is 5. Told you it's going to be on offense. I know it seems like it's on defense. They just missed some of these. They just missed a bunch of these little layups. Maxi drive. Oh, oh, what is that foul? At least we're converting. We had a couple conversions on defense, at least on the defensive rebounding and the defensive possessions. Like I said, I don't necessarily think that we've done that much to slow down Memphis, but Memphis, my goodness, we haven't done much to slow down um, Philadelphia. Whew, that's hard. My little brain. Let's see what we have. This is saying that I got something or other. Audio stream rate. Sure. That is what I got here. So, hey, credit to the Magic. And I wouldn't say it's necessarily due to the shoulder that Desmond threw to Maxi, but definitely since then we have actually had more people been physical, let's say, and to be fair, they've also just started to miss some stuff up close because they were hitting everything. Like I mentioned, Eric Gordon hit this one that hit like the basket 17 times, and then Maxi hit an and one, the same situation, just bouncing around the whole time. So hopefully we start getting some of that luck in the second half. Let's see where we're at offensively. Again, like I said, we had to do it offensively, and right now offensively we're putting it on them. Are we now 87? Yep. So it's been Paolo. Paolo tying a season high already with 24. Hopefully we can get 30 and we can get that win. That'll definitely again help with the narrative, and us being not under 500 very long is going to be something that we hope, because we can't afford that narrative wise necessarily. See, look at these guys. Ugh. We're playing a lot of division games at the beginning of the season, and that's why we thought or hoped that it was going to be a good start for us. And now we're playing a Philadelphia team without Embiid, without Paul George, and we're still down by 5 at this point. We lost to a Bulls team without Kobe White, and we lost to an Atlanta team without Reece Shea and Porzingis. So hopefully we're able to continue to really gel. And I think that's the thing that we need to hope is all this hardship that we're having at the moment. It's early in the season. There's a good amount of new guys, but even if it's not new guys, there might be guys that are new in their role, right? So like Tristan having to be more active and more involved, without a couple of the guys from last year on the team. That it does take time to get accustomed to. So we got to give them some leeway on that. Maxi from the line hit the first, hit the second. Seven back to a 7 point lead. Tyus with the ball. Let's see if Tyus can make it a season high. So now it's Paolo on the bench. Nice little euro through the lane, hitting that jump hook. AB should have just threw his head back. He might have been able to get an offensive foul on Maxi on that one. There it is. This is where he's going to take advantage. Oh, Drummond hit it. Epa. Come on. Air balls are hard to gauge sometimes. Back to a 7 point lead. AB driving. Foul. Again, that's what it is. He has to be able to take advantage of the little guys. He needs to be the one. Yeah, he did. Draymond. Yep, Andre Drummond hit a couple 3 pointers in the corner in the preseason. Hit these free throws. There you go, AB. Nice. All right. We've clawed back to six, but you always know if you watch a lot of basketball that to whittle a lead like that down takes so much energy that sometimes you end up just getting exhausted for this fourth quarter. So we'll see if the Magic are able to keep this a game all the way through. 96-91, 44 seconds left in the third. Maxion AB. There's no switch. Guys are staying at home. No, there's somebody open. Good job, Black. But these guys are able to make such good, able to make such cuts, and that's how he was able to get Edwards a 3 pointer. And who the heck is this Edwards guy, right? So they still have a 6 3 point shot or make advantage. Good job, VJ. That was a good J. Block. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Does that count? AB hit a three from deep. He hit it from 3 quarters. This is why we need. This is why you need to have these heaves. The people shot that shot. He hit that three from deep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Well, we're only down by 7 going into the fourth. That was a crazy shot. Sheesh. That was a crazy shot by AB, but he hit it. Get it, bro. Nice. Oh, good job. Excellent by AB. Excellent by AB. All right. So let's see where we're at by the end of the fourth. Okay, 94 points again. 90. We've already scored 94 points again. The Magic would have never been able to score 94 points in 3 quarters, right? So it's good that we're doing. So Franz is up to 18 points on 6 of 9, nice and efficient, but only 9 field goal attempts from Franz. The same thing happened last game. It was he didn't really have the shot attempts, so maybe he is going to be the one that starts taking back a little bit his production, so that Desmond can continue to eat. So Franz with 18 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Paolo up to 24 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks. Get it, Paolo. Wendell 7 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. Desmond 17 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. And that's all. Jalen Suggs didn't really play too much in that third quarter. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. And AB up to 10 points with that deep 3 pointer. So 10 points for AB. So we've got 5 guys already in double figures offensively. We just got to do it on the defensive end. Do our best. 10 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist for AB, and 1 block. Tyus Jones matches season high with 2 points, 2 points. He has 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Noah didn't see any action in that second half so far. 3 points. Tristan has played 12 minutes, but this is the type of game that I mentioned about that happened a lot last season, where he's been in the game for 12 minutes. He has 1 shot attempt. That's not great. 2 rebounds, 1 assist. That's the kind of stuff that you're really not hoping for if you're a Magic fan. And again, AB and Tristan are going to be our bench, and with those guys not scoring at a high clip, we're going to struggle. 1 point from Goga. So let's see where we're at for the rest of this half. 7 point lead. Alley oop to Goga. Nice and easy. Nice action by Franz. 101.96. 11:42 left in the game. Tristan's guarding Edgecombe. Oh, man. Good job. This kid is good. Mid range Bane. Nice. I still want him shooting threes. I do. Deep three. Eric Gordon shooting 30 footers and is going in. That's ridiculous. It's- That's what I'm saying. It's that kind of day. It's that kind of day for these guys. And now, of course, my internet wants to decide to not go. All right, over to Tristan. All right, nice. Am I live? No, I'm not live, but it's fine. Bane launching a deep three, and that one didn't get it. But hey, I like it. I want the three. Oh, oh, almost broke the referee. That's what I mean. Goga just hasn't been as crisp, I feel, on the defensive end. Like he's doing good. He's doing good. I'm not saying that he's not playing well. It's just really like when it comes to blocking shots, he just seems just that little bit off. So he hasn't really been able to get too many blocks, but he's been so close. Nice upfield. Nice. Good job, Goga. Down by 6. 10:05 left in the game. Nice. Good job, Goga. He missed the dunk. Ah, are you freaking kidding me? It's these are the type of games. This is why you can't really mess around and miss free throws, because again, if we would have hit our free throws, we're what, leading this game at this point. This is the deal. It's hard to not be frustrated. I like this music. Anyway, so yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes, huh? You get the other guy, the best player on the other team, out of the game for a rest, and 12th men. Like what is Eric Gordon really? Is he even a 10th man? Who does He's the one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Say ninth guy. 3 for 3 from the field. 2 of 2 from three. He has 8 points. He has more than almost our entire bench. Our bench has scored 20 points, and by himself he hit that. Tristan should have hit that alley oop, and this is it. Every little opportunity, the details matter. The details matter, and without that, this is where you start to feel really disappointed. Now, if we lose this game, then we play against the Pistons, and the Pistons have been struggling so far this year on the offensive end. So we'll see. We'll see if the Magic are just again gonna have to outscoring people, which feels weird to say. because that's not who we've been. That's not how we've played over the course of the last few years. So it really would feel weird if that's just our new reality, but it just might have to be the way it is if we're gonna start stacking wins. And right now we've got the loneliest stack ever. So yeah, we'll see. All right, so we're down by 9. We're already down 2 in this quarter. Let's see what we're gonna be able to do. Jalen was like, "I'm not even gonna come out to you." This man shot the 3 from deep. That's messed up. All right, Tristan. All right, Franz able to drive. Get it, Franz. Nice. Franz up to 20 points now. Job. They funneled head comb, all edge comb all the way in. So Jalen from behind was just kind of there, making sure that he wouldn't spin back around. Funneled him into Wendell, and Wendell was able to tie him up. So it was all right. So we got to stop. Now we got to hit every. We got to basically be perfect on offense the rest of this game. Jalen, top of the key. 6 on Edwards. Lost the handle on the way up. Rhymes was in the handle. Yo, this is just one of those games. Mishandled, and then Drummond was able to be there by himself and gets that 2 to go. So Desmond getting those two, getting those 2. So again, Desmond is fine scoring. We're going to be fine scoring. It's about the defensive end. We can't stop these guys. Epa. They don't, that would have been a foul call on the Magic yesterday or last game or 2 games ago. Look at Gordon getting all this time. Good on Eric. Keep getting them checks. Here we go. Paolo, hit them. Keep hitting them free throws. We're down by 9. 8-12 left in the fourth. 113, 104. 15 free throws. Boom. At 25 points. I'm more excited about the 3 blocks, even though he's been a monster on the boards in the last couple of games, which is great. If he can average a double double, that'd be great. Because again, that just adds to the narrative of you being an all around player. All right, Magic down 7. All right, Drummond top of the key. Grimes over to Gordon. Travel. Thank you. He's gonna say this guy. Come on. Like Gordon's out here balling like that. Wait, but they're giving him more time because he's playing well. All right, here we go. Paolo sets the screen. He goes by Desmond. Jeez, a lot of bodies. Franz gets a block. Good job. That's why you put Franz on him. That's why you get Franz on that little on Edgecombe. Good job by Franz. That's the thing people don't talk about with Franz, but Franz can play D. Hit them free throws. Hit them free throws. 11 free throws we've missed. We're down by 7. E5. First one. Swish. Get it, bro. Yeah. But it's so odd that his mid-range has started to really has been struggling so far all season, preseason and the first few games of the season. Let's hit these free throws. Ooh, like if he's that's like he's been a 90% shooter his whole entire life. 5-point lead. 7:16 left in the fourth. I was gonna say if this guy didn't get it. Drummond. Nobody's able to get the rebound. Long rebounds. That stinks. That stinks, unfortunately. They get him right on AB. It's hard. It's not AB's fault, man. This guy is just too fast. And AB's a little too big. It's only his third. Right. In the bonus. Let's go. Come on, Wendell. Hit that three. We broke the 5-point barrier. Now we're down by 4. 6:32 left in the fourth. No good. Let's see. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Come on, Franz. Ooh, that was hitchy. That one was hitchy. That one was hitchy, hitchy. Still down. We're still down by 6 in the 3-point shot makes department. AB drives it all the way in. Great job, AB. Nice and aggressive. Nice. We're within 2. 6 minutes left. Oh, they, we almost tied him up. 115, 113. 76ers. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. Well, like I said, it was like I said the whole time, it was gonna be our defense now. Obviously we've been able to have some turnovers because even one turnover in the course of a first half is ridiculous. Like that's again, like I talk about with our 3-point shooting, eventually math doesn't lie, right? A lot of the times you have to regress to the mean. So they're up to what they said 6 turnovers. That's still incredibly low for them to be at. No, they're not even at 6 turnovers. They're at 5 turnovers. But even then, that's a ridiculously low number of turnovers. And even for us to only to be at 12, that's actually very good. But once we stop turning the ball over, we've been able to score, right? Like that's been the way of it. It's not rocket science a lot of the times when it comes to basketball, right? Like we could score, especially we're shooting 57% from the field. So if we're shooting 57% from the field and didn't turn the ball over, if we had 7 more possessions like they did right now, we obviously would be in the lead right now. And that's what happened with Atlanta. That's what happened with Chicago. So it's it's very very simple in some respects, right? We have to be able to not turn the ball over, and if we can stay at 12 the rest of the game, we have a good shot at being able to sneak out this victory, even though we didn't play super duper well over the course of the entire game. Where we had three guys in or three guys that have scored 20 points again, with Paolo at 28, Franz at 20, and Desmond at 21. Jalen hasn't scored in a while, but he's at 12. AB's at 12. So we've got the six guys. We got the six guys in double figures. It's just our bench really didn't hasn't done much this entire game, but maybe we'll be able to get that one even without that. We'll see. 11 of 11 from the free throw line. That's what we need, Paolo. That's what we need. 4 assists. Is he leading the team? He might be leading the team on an assist. Paolo and Franz, not Jalen with 5. All right, assists. We're up to 24 assists on 40 made baskets. 24 assists, 12 turnovers. That's great because right now we were underwater before this game, and we had more turnovers than we had assists. All right, down by 2. 5:51 left in the fourth. Quentin Grimes has the ball on Desmond. 5 seconds left. Ooh, nice contest by Franz on Edgecombe. That length is starting to bother him. Let's see what Paolo and Franz have. Over to Wendell. Hit that three. Come on. Oh, thought he was going to shoot. Mid range. That would have been nice. Here we go. Over to Oubre. Oubre, corner three, misses the three. We got 2 guys on the ground. 2 big men trying to get that ball. Oh, how is that? How is that a Wendell foul? My goodness, Bona pulled him down. Yeah. Quentin Grimes. Oh, he got hit. Bain got him. Ugh. I like Bain though. You see, he's kind of like, yeah, yeah, I got him. My bad. Such a good defense. Ugh. Yeah, but he might have made it. Yeah, and all right. Makes that first free throw. So sorry to reset. It's been a while since I've reset. It's 4:52 left in the fourth. Quentin Grimes in the free throw line. I think this is his second time getting these 3 free throws. Magic used to have fouls. Never get over the hump. It's back down by 5. Let's see if we expended too much energy just to get back into this game. Let's see what we got left. Paolo able to drive. Is he going to get the mid range? Boom. Nice. He's been missing that all season, but that's good. He's been nice and slow. That's good though. He's playing within himself. That's great to see. Let's see. AB on Maxi. Good job. but we can't get the rebound. Great job by AB on that one. Down by 5. Up, Quentin Grimes. Goodbye. Great job by AB on that. Wendell just got pushed on that one, unfortunately. All right. So that's a 6 foul on Grimes. At least we got one less shooter on there. Great. 407. 407 left in the fourth. Down by 5. Yeah, the Magic are one of the better, had been an okay defense rebounding team and just haven't been able to slow them down. Nice. Oh, too much. Oh, yeah. Two big misses. But I like that AB is taking them. I really do. Again, he needs to shoot. Yep. He has been a good move. Missed that three by Bain. Man, good job, Franz. Cutting him off. Oh, Jux. Hmm. Yeah, we knew this was going to happen. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oh, another one hit like 17 parts of the rim and it goes in. Man, that is that game, man. It is that game. Unfortunately, the Magic. To be fair to them, good on them for coming back into it. But Ellie Oubre, 25 points. But now, would with the way the defense has been playing for the Magic, would George have scored that many? Maybe. Good job, Paolo. Wide open. Yes, hit that three. It's from the corner, and he was wide open. That's why I was like, if he's gonna hit it, it was a must three. If he would have hit that one against, he had one like that against. He had one like that against Atlanta, and if he would have hit that one, the Magic would have taken the lead late in the game. So we needed that 3 point. We needed that 3 pointer from him. That's why we got you. Remember what I was talking about? 3 pointers. Remember that? That's why we got him. That's why we got you. Good on you, bro. Good shot. Well done. Really happy. Really happy for you. Just because, again, we need that. We need for him to be hitting threes, man. He just needs to continue to be hitting to be hitting 3 pointers whenever open. Now we're obviously he's not going to hit every three, but the hope is that he's out there shooting 38, 39%, which is well within what he's capable of since he's shot over 43% in one of his seasons. So, all right, let's see as a reset here. Paolo, 30 points. Okay, start off. Franz, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block. Paolo, 30 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks. Wendell, 10, 8, 4, and 1 steal and 2 blocks. Desmond, 24 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Shot of 2 of 7 from 3 point range. Jalen, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. AB, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. So that's great. And then the rest of the bench, not really much. Can't really be too excited by a lot that our bench unfortunately has produced today. Like this has been a game that Tristan disappeared on. Tristan had a good alley oop that he could have made, and unfortunately he didn't make that. And that was the thing that was disappointing because we were hoping for Tristan to continue to be present and continue to impact every single game because every game matters. Like I know it's October and people are like, "Oh, there's 80 more of these." Like, yeah. And then if you lose by one game or if you lose a tiebreaker with Atlanta or Chicago or Philadelphia for whatever reason, yeah, well, this one game in October was important. So I never really understood the thought. Now, of course, we're, I was going to say, of course, it's human nature, right? It's human nature to be like, we got a bunch of these. Like, we need to be good by the time playoff time comes. But yeah, but if you could be the second seed versus the fourth seed or whatever, then you obviously would rather be the second seed instead of the fourth seed, right? So that's where I get the concept of, oh, well, it's October, we have a bunch of these, but every game does matter. So let's see what we're able to do with these last 3 minutes. Big, big efficient game from Paolo. What a good game. I'm really proud of how well he's played in this game. All right, Jalen back in to play against Maxi. Desmond Edwards. Who is Edwards? And he gave a nice little elbow on there, but that was great. 6 point lead, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Paolo fading, missed it. He's been short with a lot of his shots this year. That's the deal for us. It's real difficult in this in the NBA. You need to have the crowd still not happy about the way Desmond started this second half with his elbow of Tyrese Maxey. But Tyrese, yeah, he's the type of guy that is able to draw these fouls. That's the thing we don't have. We have big, strong forwards that unfortunately they get hit, but it's they're not going to get the call like the little guys do. So maybe that's what Jace could become eventually, just in his shiftiness, that he'll be able to throw his head back like these guys do and trick people into giving them free throws. Missed that free throw. Nice. So 7 point lead. Franz takes it right up. Nice. Good. Trims it down to 5. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Whoops. Miscommunication on defense. So Maxi just takes it right there. Takes it right to the basket. Why do people think Wendell is like is Wemby? Shooting and tossing it with your left hand. See, it's stuff like that. That this is why we lose, and this is like we don't deserve to lose, but it's stuff like that. Boom. We were gonna have a tough time stopping Tyrese Maxey. We were gonna have a tough time. Oof. Bad three from Jalen. He's too amped. 130. 130 we gave up. 130 we've given up. 41 for Tyrese Maxey. 132, 120. This is why I say in a lot of ways, Embiid almost really stunts their development. So let's see what some of the Sixers do this year. Now the next time we play the Sixers, we're gonna be playing for the NBA Cup. So we're gonna see how all of that ends up of going because really this might be a struggle. We're gonna play them at home for that game, so hopefully we can start to build a home court advantage. Right now we're 1-2 at home, and we're gonna unfortunately end up likely being 0-1 in this one on the road. So, but again, I don't. For me, I don't mind what the defensive rating says. If defensive rating says, "Oh, it was 109. It wasn't that big a deal. It wasn't that bad." Giving up 132 points. Sometimes it's about the traditional stats, not about the advanced stats, right? Like sometimes you need that to kind of give you more context, but there's doesn't need you don't need context in this. We gave up 132 points already. They still have a minute left, and them it feels like they're gonna try to put a couple more in our face, but it's about threes, and it's exactly what we talked about when it came to the off season, and that's why we got Desmond. That's why we got Tyus. That's why we got Jace is to hit 3 pointers. And if we can't hit 3 pointers, we're never going to be the team that we think we can be. Let's see. Jalen in shoots a three, air ball on that one. Air ball. 76ers, they could have a very good year with these guards that they have, especially that the youngin that they have. Like he's playing like he's not a youngin with Edgecombe. He plays with poise. 132, 122. 10-point lead for the Sixers. 56 seconds left in the fourth. Misses that free throw. It's about the free throws. Turnovers, free throws. Offensively. That's the only thing. And I guess our offense and all us playing so fast pace, obviously is affecting our defense. Like it just is what it is. So I guess that's a discussion that we're gonna have to have as a not we, but as the organization is gonna have to have because it's just crazy. To be honest, it's just insane for us to be for us to be able to score 120 points and us not be able to stop them or stop anybody really or allow anybody to score 132 points. That's just hasn't been Magic basketball for years, and this is it's one of those it's a confusing time for us, let's say, right? Because all the things that you would think are winning basketball, all the city, no, all these things, you score 122 points, you have three guys in over 22 or over 20 points. You have a 30-point score, six guys, one, two, three, four, five, six guys in double figures. You shoot 55%. You shoot 33%, which isn't bad. Again, I think that's the frustrating bit. It's not like we had anybody that was just 2 of 7. That's not that bad, especially when you look at what Maxi missed 7, and he just kept shooting 36. He shot 36. What if Desmond hits the next three because he kept shooting, right? That's what it is. Unfortunately for us offensively, because again we play faster and we do okay and we do well, but it's just the defense. It is the defense. We were able to block some shots eventually, and we were able to turn them over at least a little bit because they ended up with what 6 turnovers. Now the Magic only 30 or 13 turnovers, so that's actually pretty good for them. So 4 in the second half. That's those are all good numbers, right? So in the end, we have to continue to work hard and work at it and get better on defense. That's really what we need to do. We need to get better on defense. That's the surprise where our defense is the one that struggles so much. That's the struggling or the surprising bit. But realistically, it's sometimes it's just not your day. Like I'm not gonna just say it's all on that because sometimes they've had how many baskets dribble around the rim and go in, as well as Eric Gordon hitting two threes and scoring. Right? It's 10-point lead for Philadelphia, 132-122. Bona. Let's see if he hit these free throws. Oh, they only missed five three free throws. So if we hit our 12, that puts us at 134. No, see, we still lose. So free throws don't tell the whole story in this. It's literally the turnovers. 7 more possessions. Nice. Jace gets to come into the game. Paolo for another two. Paolo up to 32 in the game. 134, 124. 38.7 seconds left. MVP chance for Tyrese Maxey. We'll see. We'll see how many points he can get or how many games they can win. I think that's going to be the big thing. If Philadelphia ends up being the something crazy team, what's the call? See, they if he so he gets his 2 free throws. We were hoping that they wouldn't get to 140 points, right? And now they're not gonna likely do it unless they put one in our face at the buzzer. No, he missed that one. Good. HIPAA. Poor AB. Missed that three. Let's see if Maxi shoots this one. Magic down to 1-3 at the end of this game. All right. And that's the end of another disappointing loss for the Magic. Short-handed Philadelphia team. Like, what are they going to be when they have Joel Embiid and Paul George and McCain, right? Like, then the ball, like, can Maxi end up continuing to shoot like this? This feels a little bit like how Franz had the ball so much more last year when Paolo wasn't in the game and wasn't on the team just due to injury. So we'll see. I think that's going to be an interesting dynamic for them to navigate, but maybe they already know what they're going to be doing, and then we just have to continue to deal with that. So we shall see on that, and we'll talk about it in the post game. And I thanks for clicking on this video, and another tough one for us to another tough one for us in this one, but I'll talk about all the stats and reactions and everything in the next stream. So thanks for watching this thanks for watching this live stream, and I hope you're having a great day.